We're back again. Benny Franklin. He's the man. Let's keep reading. Many Americans grumbled and complained. They said that they had come to the New World to be free and not to be bondsmen of England. They wanted to throw off all the ties and be independent. But others said that the English were their brothers and that their quarrel could be fixed. If the right Americans could talk to the king, he would see their side of things. Again, Dr. Franklin was asked to go to England. For 10 long years, Franklin stayed in England. He was sick and unhappy, and he was getting older. His faithful wife died in Philadelphia, and his son left him to side with the English. Franklin tried to keep the peace. Boys and girls, it's always good to try and keep the peace. But the hotheads on both sides of the Atlantic wanted no peacemaker. The Americans thought he was too slow. The English thought he was too sly. He was called before the Privy Council, where the angry lords abused and humiliated him in public. Benjamin Franklin finally saw that peace was not possible. If he did not want to be thrown into jail, he must sail home at once. When at last he reached home, the fighting had started. The hour had come for the American colonies to join together and throw off the English rule. In Independence Hall in Philadelphia, that's a famous landmark in Philadelphia, guys, Franklin and men chosen from all the colonies gathered for the Second Continental Congress. In other words, it was a big, important meeting. Brilliant young Thomas Jefferson, he wrote the Declaration of Independence. And that's one of our assignments, is to look at that document. And anyway, we'll get back to that. Wise old Benjamin Franklin advised him as the Congress fought about the wording. One man saying, put this word in. Another man saying, no, take that word out. Franklin told the following story. Listen to this story. A hatter who was opening a shop painted a pretty sign with a picture of a hat on it and the words, John Thompson, hatter, makes and sells hats for money. Before he hung his sign, he proudly showed it to his friends. The first one thought he should take out the word hatter, for the sign said makes hats. It was painted out. The second person said, take out the word makes, for if people liked the hats, they would not care who made the hat. Makes was painted out. The third said, why ready money? People who buy expect to pay, and so money was painted out. The fourth said, why do you put the word sells? Nobody expects you to give your hats away for free. The last friend said, why do you have the word hats? There is a picture of a hat on the sign. At last, nothing was left but the name John Thompson and the picture of a hat. At last, on July 4th, 1776, the Declaration, which said to the world that the 13 American colonies were united as a free and independent country, was approved. As he signed his name, Franklin looked around him and said to the other signers, we must indeed all hang together, or most assuredly, we will hang separately. And I think that's it.